Well, a fine good afternoon all. This is Patricia and I'm traveling for history. I'm at the Bisbee Restoration Museum today in Bisbee, Arizona. This is an Historical Society museum. One thing I want to remind you is that Historical Society museums need our love and money. Maybe you like to volunteer. Maybe you like to clean. Maybe you'd like to be a plumber and help them out with something. Always a beautiful thing to help. And if you'd like to donate money because you can't help out otherwise, money helps the place run. Everyone who is here working is a volunteer. So anyway, money keeps the lights on, the heat on, and lets them provide interesting displays for everyone. All right, on that note, let us look around. I love this area of the museum. This has been renovated since it was here back in 2020. They have a wheelchair here. I don't know where this came from. Trying to get the whole thing in the doggone picture. But look at this. This is a dental chair. Who doesn't love that? Well, actually, who wants to sit in one? No one. But so this is in memory of Dr. C.H. Toole, dental chair equipment, supplies, and instruments donated by Dr. A.E. Toole and Dr. C.A. Toole. 3 generations of Dr. Toole's family practiced in Bisbee. Do you remember the spit sink there? I remember them. Nowadays there's suction wands, but give me a spittoon every day of the week. You know, tell that people were thinner back then. Maybe not, but that's the kind of chair they had. This is Dr. Charles Toole's first dentist chair, 1900, donated by Dr. and Mrs. A. Toole. I imagine that's for kids, and that's probably for adults. The footrest. This is the dental equipment. Oh, don't we love this stuff? I mean, you know that I love this stuff. This doesn't take a rocket science. These are dentures, hinge articulators, excuse me. They look like dentures. And then down here, we have scary looking instruments. And we have books, as well as this box here is, what is it? Ashes high grade dental rubber with an olive base. So cool. That's a microscope there. All sorts of drawers. His diploma. A diagram of teeth. I tell you, each time I come around and see this thing, it startles me. Each floor with mannequins has startled me. This is the first floor, by the way. Costs $5 for adults, by the way. Prescription files and balls of drug. No, I don't know where that was or is. Look at this stuff. How is this not cool? And then these are, not sure. I think those are tooth implants. They tell us peg teeth. Yeah, 1920. Huh. So if you lost a tooth, they could put one in. I could use one of those right now. Old photos. And eyeglasses. Now, I mentioned some old photos. Now, I mentioned upstairs somewhere that there's an area where children are allowed to touch. So this is some sort of adding machine. So let's go ahead and dollar signs. And you can select the dollar amount, and it tells you also what you've selected in case you can't tell by looking at it. And then you bring this down. Maybe this is an original register. Paymaster Ribbon Writer. I gotta look that up. But if you know the drill. Put in the comments below. My father learned how to do the SOS stuff. I can't remember what that's called off the top of my head. Morse code. He learned Morse code when he was in the army in Portugal. It was required to serve a certain amount of time. A rotary phone. So, for those who don't know, you listen on this end, put this end near your mouth and talk. This is how you disconnect a call. And then you dial all the numbers. So for me, it'd be 802, blah, 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 blah. In this case, 520-335-6714 gives us the area code, tells us 218 for this particular phone. I miss the sound of a rotary dial, but pretty cool. Stereo view for this kind of picture. Use your stereoscope, put it in, you can see it, kind of like an overlay.
She does the same thing. So when we're down here, we have about a half an hour. We'll clean the steps and pan. She's doing archiving.
Lots of photos. Please feel free to pause and look at them.
She writes it up.
Photos everywhere.
No, yeah, these dates might not be right because
Minors.
they might have just been.
This bottom one is 1903. That's 1909, and that is 1886.
If you see,
Wow, you just been keeping yourself busy, Patricia.
All right, let's keep going.
And you can't use anything.
This is from Walter's Dress Shop, the dress booth, Lowell, Arizona, from the early 1900s, they think.
sometimes it peels off when these come apart.
It goes without saying you don't touch stuff in a museum. These are all toasters, or mostly toasters. Got some coffee urns or something in here.
Yeah.
But if I rub,
Bachelorette single slice toaster. Looking at that. Who'd have thunk? These are beautiful toasters, just like that says. Holy cow. And you can pause at your leisure to read the signage. They're going to be closing pretty soon, so I want to finish the first floor. Another waffle iron. It's just so fantastic. I geek out. As you know, I geek out. Okay. Huh. That looks like that piece there reminds me of a waffle iron, but it doesn't tell us. The Fitzgerald Company, Wait for the Eclipse, with blue sapphire jewel eye, starlight, from Torrington, Connecticut. Huh. A Sears Roebuck and Company flat flip toaster. Huh. Wow. Beautiful. Now, you may recall if you watched my Lincoln Historical Society museum video, that was in Lincoln, Vermont, they had a similar toaster there. There was held 4 pieces of toast, but it was the same idea. The coils are in there, electric coils are in there to toast. It was the favorite item of one of the people offering a tour. Fantastic, eh? And look at that fancy one, way up top. Art Deco has arrived. Give us a fancy toaster. Okay, coming back down here. Do you remember the milkman? Actually, I do. We had a milkman in Pennsylvania. Milk from Bisbee Dairies was delivered to your door for many years. I bet you they had one of those tins on the porch. My father naturalized, and that means he became a citizen of the United States. He had to take the tests and all that. So it's really hard to become a naturalized citizen. Don't know what they call it nowadays, but that's what it was called when he became a citizen. and certainly when they became a citizen. So K-Sun on the second floor. Remember that video? The equipment is on the second floor here. Here we have a fan. Hard, clean, shiny, Pinnacle Cold. Best from Colorado. And of course they sold it using that pinup girl. We have some china right here, fine china. All donated. Everything's donated here. This china closet was donated by Pauline O'Brien Jones in memory of Susanna P. O'Brien. The voices you're hearing are volunteers here, and they're working hard cleaning and organizing and all the things that volunteers do in a museum. That's a metronome. When you're playing an instrument and you want to make sure you're on the beat, this thing will, you can select the speed right here, and it makes a tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock sound. I know, I play piano. I had a metronome like similar to that when I was a kid. They had two pianos here when I last played, because I had permission to play and play piano, as I said, and I was able to, they are out of tune, but it's still fun to play piano in a museum, isn't it? Of course. Now, they do sell merchandise here. So they have Bisbee Noir, Saloon Life, 1880-1915. These historical journals, I'm not sure if they're for sale, but they have them. On display, they sell postcards. Oil paintings. Look at that thing. I think that's the top of a gramophone. Gramophone is a record player. Fancy record player. Granick and Bach piano, patent date 8/11/1896. Have instruments in here. That's an accordion. Is that a zither? I think that's that. What that is? That's a mandolin. Very cool stuff. Coming around here. Ooh, merchandise. This was not here 4 years ago when I visited last. But they have books, videos. So again, people, you could buy things from them. Books are timeless. More books down here. And it's not just Bisbee related, because we can see Witness at the OK Corral, Tombstones, Billy Allen, Levan, by John D. Rose, The City and the Saloon. Oh, I love this stuff. Walter Swan, infamous Bisbee author, proprietor of the One Book Bookstore. Walter appeared on the David Letterman Show and Inside Edition. People magazine did an article about his store, and Irma Bombeck mentioned him in her column. I guess that's how he was infamous. They have plates. They're only $5 each. Quartz, crystals. Bottled water is $1. The water bottle itself is $5. That's $25 as of the filming of this video, of course. They have fans. Let me tell you, it gets hot as sin here. Jewelry. They have more jewelry down here. Oh, if you watch my video on the Evergreen Cemetery, this is what I use. Great stuff. Crocheted hats. My friend makes them. I can hardly wait to offer this, the old busy walking tour of Main Street. They have windows. And this is their window. I don't think it's raining right now. It is. It's snowing. It's snowing out there, for the love of Pete. But I'll go outside and film the window for you. Oh, feels good out here too. They have UV protection generously donated by the Cool Dreams family. CoolDreamsTint.com. So there's that. I don't have my baseball cap on, so this is their window. High school letter jackets, and they haven't finished the window. They had to move everything out of the way for the other window to be decorated. Saddle. I think there's a miner's hat. Salazar family. Historic families of Bisbee. Kinsella Gannon family. This is the other window I just mentioned. As you can see, there's only that rack there. By the way, this stuff here, that's colored glass, and it shines into the basement below. How cool is that, right? This is the entrance right here.
So we're gonna get to see what you recorded?
All right, this is the military section. Now, oh, and actually this dress, this poodle skirt here, I talked about this in the attic. I talked about it on the third floor, and this is the woman who donated this, and some prom dresses would come in and admire those things. But she's dead now, so some military uniforms back here. I think you know that military things have a special place in my heart. Navy, it looks like Marines, maybe? Tell us. World War II record player used by the Army Special Services Division, which was responsible for, among other things, entertainment and recreational activities for the troops in the United States and the theaters of combat operations. V-Disc, V for Victory, was a record label that was formed in 1943 to provide records for U.S. military personnel. Captain Robert Vincent supervised the label from the Special Services Division. The name referred to both the label and the discs, which were 12-inch vinyl 78s, produced from October 1943 to May 1949. And this is that record player. All sorts of photographs. There's a serious knife. You want someone dead, you run them through with that. I don't think that's a bayonet. I think that's a knife. Please tell me in the comments below. MP, military police, sailor's uniform, flag folded in the manner that tells us a military person has died. It's the flag that was draped on the casket. This building had been a clothing store for the more affluent, I think, women and children. It was called the Fair Store. Love the airplanes too. Huh. Tan uniform. Is this the Air Force? Blue tie. I think maybe Air Force, but please tell me. If I've misspoken, I do apologize. Cub Scout stuff. And that's the case that one of those folded flags goes into. Wow. More military items here. Dolls. Baseball. There's a baseball field, a baseball park over in what used to be Warren. Warren is now the district of Bisbee. Look at this back bar. Isn't that amazing? Hey. You can see the volunteers in the background too. So, Bucket of Blood Saloon. I wonder how many people were shot there or killed there if you call it Bucket of Blood. Bar and mirror from the back bar. Sorry, we didn't know where in Bisbee the back bar was located. Well, so many bars, so little time. And maps of Bisbee, Arizona. Two-headed calf, occurring only in 1 of 400 million births. More common in dairy than beef cattle. Most common in reptiles, but found in all species, least likely in birds. Most are of normal size and weight, but the weight of the head keeps them from standing or nursing. Typically, both heads are fully functional, with one being dominant. Lifespan is usually only a few days. Longest life recorded is 40 days. Donated by Bill Cowan. Anyway, more photos. And then a family photo. These books are not for sale. These are used for research and yearbooks and city directories. Who doesn't love a city directory? All right, so this is a switchboard. Switchboard operator. My mother's friend Shirley was a switchboard operator with AT&T, from which she retired. And 30 years later. Number, please. And then over in these here, we have Bisbee mining tools, lanterns, and other tools of the trade, pulleys, and I think this would be used for maybe smelting heavy iron tools. So,
Well, do I just call you if I wanted to come in and do something here? But not always.
who doesn't love this stuff? Well, I suppose there are people, but they may not be watching these videos for me. And these things here are more items they sell.
Oh, no, I like it cold. My husband's like, I would have mine.
I'm not sure, I can't remember if I filmed this. And then they have stuff for kids to find in here. I do believe they receive a prize. Yes, let us know when you've found everything. We have a prize for you. And a donation box. Remember, this is an Historical Society museum, and they need our love and money. So, if you can't offer the love, or you're too far away, you're unable to participate, you can always give them a cash donation. The money goes to all sorts of things. All sorts of things. Fixing the building, keeping the lights on, the heat on. It's all volunteers who work here. So this is a 3-story building plus an attic plus a basement. And if you can help them out, I would recommend it. You can conduct research with them. That's what I do sometimes. I believe that's called City Hall. Beautiful, magnificently gorgeous building. Art Deco lives. All right, so this is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. Truly appreciate it. Until I see you again, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. See you soon. Bye now.